What does it look like inside your mind? Can you see music? Can you taste sounds? Can you feel flavours? If you can, then you might have synesthesia, like me. A few years ago, I was at work when our internet went down and my colleague and I were on hold for a while. So whilst we were waiting, we started chatting and she asked me, "When you think of numbers, what do you see?" And I said to her, "It's kind of like a board game." Well, she nearly fell off her chair. She'd been asking people that question her whole life and no one understood what she was asking them. Her husband and kids just thought that she was daft. I assumed that everyone had their own visions in their mind, but this is the first time anyone had ever brought it up. So when the internet was fixed, we did some searching. This experience was a blending of the senses, and it's called synesthesia. What my colleague and I were talking about is number form, where we give shape and space to number sequences. Carrie's number form is in black and white and is a sort of ringlet that continuously loops, with a few deviations here and there. Mine is in colour and kind of looks like a board game, where each number is almost like a square on the board. Scientists estimate that there are over 80 variations of synesthesia. For me, I can see time. I see numbers in certain colours on a map. I see letters and colours in a certain sequence. I sing colours to people. And I see music and colour in a space. But other types include applying colours to moods, feeling a sensation when observing something, or tasting something you hear. Some like to differentiate the sensations linked with the senses as synesthesia, and those around concepts and thinking as ideasthesia. Either way, the experience is involuntary. Most people don't know they have synesthesia because it's normal to them. It's thought that it begins in childhood when we first begin to process abstract thought. Some scientists believe that each part of the brain has an individual function, and in a synesthete's brain, the regions cross with each other, creating this experience. Others believe it's a semantic relationship, meaning a signifier has been identified and what they stand for is visualised. It can be a pretty big topic to grasp. I've been reading into synesthesia a lot to understand my experiences more, and I've been taking part in studies to help the scientific community understand it too. We do know that more than 1% of the population experience the most common type of synesthesia, grapheme colour. We also know that women are more likely to be synesthetes and synesthetes are more likely to be left-handed. If you're having a hard time understanding it, take a look at these two shapes. One is called booba and one is called kiki. Which one do you think is which? Almost everyone names this shape booba and this shape kiki. This experiment explores how shapes and sounds are not arbitrarily linked in our mind, and gives some insight into how a synesthete's mind may have formed. Famous synesthetes include Brendan Urie, Nikola Tesla, Pharrell Williams, Geoffrey Rush, Charlie XCX, and reportedly Vincent van Gogh. So, do you think you might have synesthesia?